Whoa, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Oh, hey. Why is why are you barking at me? Coffee is saying hello to everyone else. But yeah, hello everybody. What is going on? How is everybody doing today? We are arting today. Welcome in. My name is Fiercestbard and we're arting today. Per usual, I have an angry doggy barking at me because I started talking on the mic. So, that is a tragic situation of me not paying attention to Doggo. So I am petting Doggo right now. But yeah, hopefully everybody had a great weekend, and couple of things happened this weekend. Number one was the last artwork that we were working on of Phantom Mint, right? Phantom Mint. Oh, sorry. We finished that actually. Let me put it on screen really quick, just so that you guys know. Wait, where is it? I gotta make sure I click on the right things. Because there we go. We're opening. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we finished it. We finished it over the weekend. We actually added a couple of things to this image. You'll see, like, if I zoom in, like right there. There's an extra piece of thigh there to fill out that space. Totally forgot about it. And also, we added a lot of effects to this that weren't in the initial sketch and stuff like that. Like, I added a little bit of this. What is this called again? It's called chromatic aberration. I did like a little bit of this chromatic aberration effect around, and basically what I wanted was everything but the face and the chest area to be a little bit unfocused, because she's like out and about doing her thing, so you could kind of see that chromatic aberration effect over here happening, and with a little bit of a blur filter to go with it and stuff like that. So it kind of looks like it kind of helps with that illusion that she's actually moving and stuff like that throughout the image, especially in the daylight and stuff like that. I really like that particular effect for that situation. Yeah, but yeah, we're done with this one. Actually, we're completely done with the mint. So we're moving on to this sketch that I worked on previously. So this one is very rough. I want to draw Zentrea. So this is Zentrea. But originally, when I had planned the sketch out, I had thought about making it based on her usual outfit or one of her older looks and stuff like that, right? But actually, she debuted recently a new Kamen Rider inspired look, and I kind of want to draw that. So that's actually what we're gonna do with this one. We're gonna go full Kamen Rider with this one. So but first, I think instead of perfecting the sketch here, we're just gonna go right into the line art of it, right? I could actually spend quite a bit of time here and just work on perfecting the sketch a little bit more. But I almost feel like maybe that's not the way to go here. Like, maybe we should just go ahead and do line work here and stuff like that. Now, in order for me to work on this, though, a little fluffy butt that's on my lap needs to move. So, do I have your permission to work on art? Mr. Stinky Paws? Do I have your permission? Okay, I think I got his permission. Let me see what happens. Let me see what happens if I put him next to me. Right? You can sit here. You can sit here. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. Okay. But yeah, this is one I've been, kind of hoping to do for a while now and stuff like that. And especially hoping to do without a doggo barking the entire time. But, it's okay. It's okay, Sometimes you need the dog barks, right? So this is the weirdest part for me. I'm starting from the nose. I never usually do like that, but it just felt like the area to start for this one. So we're gonna start with the nose, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna, well, here, let me get a little bit of a different setup here. Let's see. I just need to set up everything so that I can work on this. Oh. What's up, Coffee? How you doing? Why are you so upset, huh? Is it because I'm not paying attention to you, Coffee? Is that what's going on? You're like, no, pay attention to only me. Oh, this is a different pen. Interesting, okay. Okay, let's see. Now he's giving me the double barks. Oh yeah, let me check on something real quick in my settings, real quick. Okay. I don't seem to see anything weird going on with my settings, so now I'm hoping that NVIDIA Broadcast is doing its job. So that it will minimize at least a little bit the barking, because you know, like sometimes you know, like sometimes when you have a fur baby, they want your attention no matter what, and stuff like that. But sometimes you can't give them all the attention. So you know, sometimes you just gotta let them bark. But you know, all the neighbors know who you are now, right? They're like, oh, that's the one who barks at us. It's famous. He's infamous, I should say. Let's see. Puffy, why are you bark, huh? Why was you bark at me, huh? Yeah, the eyes. So like I gotta find a way of drawing the eyes that I will stick with, because I do tend to have like different looking eyes for a lot of the characters that I draw, and they're all I know not every character has the same type of eyes, right? Like, you know, that's not to say like having different like a different way of drawing the eyes for each character is like a necessarily bad thing, because actually, you know, the variety of having different eye types is really good. But I also need to figure out my process for drawing the eyes like more consistently, because I know that I tend to draw like almost completely different looking eyes for every character that I draw. So okay, let's see. Coffee, are you still barking? Let's see. And then for her eyes, I'm gonna try to do this thing where we are gonna give her like maybe like more closed, I would say somewhat seductive type of looking eyes, if that kind of makes sense. Coffee. So now he's pawing at the wall near the window, because he thinks that he wants to chase down those devilish dogs that are in his yard. Right, you are, Coffee. You're gonna chase down all those doggies that are in your yard. You can't have them being there. No sharing. Sharing is not caring for the space bounty dog. Right? Right? Sharing is not caring? No, Coffee is like a great dog, actually. Except for when he hates on other dogs. Yeah. Come on, Coffee. Okay, let me go see what he wants because he's been barking for a while. So let me just see what he wants. Hold on, guys. Hold on. My face might freak out for a second there while I move. Okay, what's up? What's up with you, Coffee? What's up? Where you got a treat, though? Okay, I'm back. It seems it was treat time for him. He was being barky for the treats, I guess. Mm-hmm.
Hi, Godmother.
Wait, what?
I'm wondering if the person we're trying to contact is out of town.
Oh.
I'm starting to wonder. I'll
Maybe?
try calling. I'll try calling on every time. What are you drawing?
I'm drawing Zentraya today.
The Sentai?
Yeah, the Sentai version. Though I'm using a lot of different references for the pose here, as you can see. But yeah.
Oh my gosh, dog! Here, with you.
Okay, it looks like Space Bounty Hunter is gonna go check up on Space Bounty Dog. He already got some snacks. I mean, some might say he still deserves more snacks, but, you know. Veggie dog? Hmm? Sorry, what? Oh yeah. We were finally able to go to the magical land of the warehouse of Costco. As you guys all know, in the future we're all gonna live and just work in Costco. That's what's gonna happen. I saw a movie about it. That movie's actually a documentary now. But yeah, we ended up going to Costco finally. After needing to get our membership for this entire time, and it finally happened. They deemed us able to get the no. There was a lot of ID situations, shenanigans going on, so we just could not get the membership until like literally this weekend, and then we decided to just like go. Yeah, it was like, wow, we got it. Okay, it's time to go. So then we decided to go on like the busiest day possible. Number one, that was like yeah, that was like mistake number one. on the weekend, the busiest day possible. And then mistake number 2, I think, was like not checking the weather before we went out. So it was like a double punch of not only was it the busiest day possible to go to this thing, but also everybody that was there was fighting a rainstorm of some sort. And it was just kind of like, yeah, like overall it wasn't bad. It was just, you know, like, damn, we couldn't have picked a better day to go. But yeah, like we spent like, what was it, like maybe 45 minutes standing online to even get the membership in line, right? And then like, you know,
How much did we spend?
we spent quite a bit, didn't we? Right? Like,
We're just stocking up on everything.
yeah, we were just kind of going around stocking up on everything that we could because we just needed to. But Mooney feels guilty about the amount we spent. Because it was a pretty penny. I'm not gonna say that it wasn't. It was a lot that we spent, but you know, sometimes you just need to, unfortunately. Happy wife, happy life. Yeah.
Just make sure not to toss out the metal straws.
Oh, okay.
You can tell my bones.
Did I? Oh shoot. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. But did I? That means I must have tossed out another one then. I don't know. Oh, there was. Okay. All right. Luckily. I'm sorry.
Make sure you toss it up, not on those straws.
Yeah.
You're lucky you're cute, but you're around longer.
Wow.
What did we also do?
What did we also do this weekend? We had like a so in Asia, in certain countries, like if you've ever been in East Asian countries, and you might have seen this in specifically more of the Chinese areas, right? And stuff, right? And they have something that they call a pineapple bun, despite the fact that there's no actual pineapple in this bun. There is in fact no pineapple at all in the pineapple bun, right? It's like in the Capi language we call it the bolo bao, right? Which is like it implies that there's a pineapple in there.
Because it's pineapple pattern.
I guess maybe it's because it's a pineapple pattern. Maybe that's what they're going for. I don't know, you know, like, but maybe I should look up. I should go on the deep dive and figure out why do they call it the pineapple bun. Anyways, yeah. They did something quite. We went to this restaurant and they did this something. I know this is not new, but it's new to me. Damn it. They basically stuffed it, like they cut it in half and they heated it up and then they stuffed it. Oh yeah, you guys don't even know what the heck the bun is. So the bun is actually a round like pastry, right? The bread itself is kind of just like regular Asian style bread, right? But the top has a crust. It's like a sweet crust that's yellow. I believe they use some sort of egg and sugar and stuff like that to make it. Basically it's just like this sweet bun that's not too sweet, but a lot of people like it for like breakfast and things like that, right? But this time this restaurant decided to, well, okay, maybe not just this restaurant. Again, I'm pretty sure it's not like a completely new thing. It's just new to us. Like, it's like, yeah, it's like they took it, they cut it in half, and they used the bun like a hamburger bun, and they sandwiched some meat inside of it. and stuff like that. And it's like the first time I've had it like that, because I'm more used to how they would cut it in half and sandwich some butter in there. Okay, that's actually one of the things that a lot of the Asian cafes, like the Hong Kong tea houses and things like that, do. They will cut it in half, put like literally cut like a stick of butter, like a square of butter, and put it in there, and that's like a treat that people have. But in this time, instead of doing that, they did like what a lot of Western burger places do with the burger donut, where they cut a donut in half and then they put a hamburger inside of it. This is kind of similar in a lot of ways, but they did it with various meats, like Mooney had the satay beef one, and I had one that was like it's like a filet-o-fish sandwich, only, you know, like it's a fried fillet of fish with the tartar sauce and the cheese, and then inside of this bun and stuff like that. And it was actually really good. Quite oily though, because of you know, that's just how it be. But it was actually really tasty, you know, like rather surprisingly, right? Oh, I'm stuck. But I really need to get like a wireless headset like I have in Cappy Town or something, because when I try to move, I pull my... maybe I should have, right?
You forgot to give me my Miku.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, at the computer store we actually that was nearby where we got those sandwich buns from. There was actually a display where they were showing off some computer parts, and as part of the display, some of the parts that they were showing off were the limited edition Hatsune Miku. Like, I forgot what company it was. It was like, I don't know if it was Asus or it was a company, and they had the official colors, the Miku colors and everything like that for all the stuff. So they had like an AIO cooler that had like an LCD screen that had like a Miku on it. And I guess like if you hook it up to the power or something like that, it's gonna start dancing or something. I don't know. Like I guess the LCD screen will project a Miku of some sort. Yeah, it was just kind of like, damn, okay. That was the price for that thing was crazy though. Like the whole setup. I don't know. I don't remember the full price, but we looked it up, and it's like if you got all the stuff, including the not the case, there wasn't a case, but the motherboard, the graphics card, there was like a RTX 5080. A power supply, for some reason a power supply, even though that's like the one thing inside your case that might actually be hidden. If you got all the stuff, you're looking to pay like maybe $3,000 or $4,000 already, and then like you still got to get the rest of the computer. So your computer would come out to be something like $5,000. Yeah, you basically got half a computer by buying all that stuff. It wasn't a whole computer, because you know, you still need a CPU, you still need RAM, a hard drive, some case fans, and a case itself, right? So if it was a full computer, I'd say that it was kind of worth it, but like it depends on your mileage, right? Like, you know, if you really like Hatsune Miku, of course it's going to be worth it, right? Like, you know, nothing that I could say here would convince anyone otherwise if they really like a Hatsune Miku, right? That'd be like, but you know, huh? A Godzilla PC. I should get a Godzilla.
No, Bart, don't get the Godzilla PC.
No.
Like, no,
I have to get the Godzilla PC. Oh, you know what's funny? What's funny actually, now that I'm thinking of it? So I started using, huh? No, no, no. I started using NVIDIA Broadcast on this thing. I found out that it wasn't actually set up correctly previously. So I tried to I set it up finally, like, correctly, and now I don't think chat can actually hear you. So it sounds like I'm talking to myself right now, I think. No, I'm not just talking to myself. No, please. But yeah, like, I would say that it's worth it for people who really freaking love Hatsune Miku, but not me. So it's not that, it's just that you have to really love Hatsune Miku, I feel like. Like, I feel like anybody that's gonna spend that much money, you have to be like a super fan of Miku. I don't think I'm that big of a fan of Miku stuff.
Are you trying to hit it?
What? No.
Your spouse doesn't accept you for who they are.
I didn't say you can't like Miku. You can. I'm just saying getting that PC means that you must be like real, like, for you to feel like it's worth it. Like you get the PC, not me. I didn't tell you no. I didn't do that. Wow. Being the accusations that, yeah, the accusations that chat can't hear. I know, I'm just crazy. I'm talking to myself. But yeah, it's like, weekend was good for me, though. And now we're back, and I have like a ton of projects to do right now. So, I will be doing a lot of arting, because especially since I guess I can, yeah, I guess I can say it because it's on the site at this point, right? Like, so I actually, me and Mooney, well, not Mooney, I think she will be elsewhere, during said event, but I am going to be officially tabling at a convention. My first official table at a convention that we got into. So I will be tabling at CarrierCon this year, 2026. CarrierCon is in California, near San Francisco, at Alameda. Like, at the USS Hornet, which is, as you guys may have guessed from hearing that name, it is in fact on an aircraft carrier. Like, it's weird, but it's okay. It's apparently a rather popular one, or gaining popular as a convention as of late. So you know, it's gonna be fun. And you know, I can't wait to do it. But you know, I do have to prepare. I do have to go into con prep mode. So I'm gonna be doing quite a bit of artwork outside of stream at this point. I gotta get my ass in gear, and I also have to print quite a few things, especially when it comes to getting my setup at the convention ready and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm gonna have to do, which unfortunately, you know, I can't really do on stream, right? Like, I can't just wait for things to do them on stream. I just have to do them and stuff like that. So there might be times when, like, I will start like an artwork, or I'll be doing an artwork, and you guys like just won't see the whole process. because I'm just gonna have to power through everything as I go and stuff. But it's okay, you know. But yeah, like it's not as though this is the first tabling event that we participated in. We did a few other ones up until this point, right? But this is the first one where, like, you know, yeah, that we are going to be prepared for, and like not just prepared for, but rather like we have to like really put our best foot forward on, because we got into this one. So, you know, and you know, like I'm gonna try to see with Mooney if we can get into any others this year and stuff, right? Like
Miss out on one.
we did already miss out on one already. We tried to get into another con this year, but unfortunately the table, the artist alley, it wasn't applications, it was more like first come first serve, and they basically sold them all within minutes, if not seconds, of opening and stuff. And we were both waiting too for it, and we did not get into that one, unfortunately. But you know, again, just because of that doesn't mean that there might not be other opportunities down the line, right? I also put in some applications
Hard one.
for some hard ones, some harder ones. I don't expect that I will be able to get in, but it doesn't hurt to try. And I think that's like the important thing. Not being afraid to try is the big thing with art and stuff like that, right? Like, just try it. Don't worry if it's good or not just yet, you know, like, because if you don't just try for it, then you're never gonna know. Like, what if you could have gotten in, or what if this could have been good, you know?
Big break one.
Yeah, you know, what if it is, you know, you never know. So, you know, now granted, it's there's a very real possibility that we don't sell anything when we're there, right? You kind of have to be prepared for that possibility, because like naturally it would be amazing if you could, right? Like if you could sell out, and you know, it'll be and you make tons of money, and yeah, and it pays for your trip and everything like that, right? But I'm going into this just like any other one that we've done previously, where I don't have an expectation that it will be like profitable and, you know, like worth our time and stuff like that, right? Like I'm just gonna go in there and try to have fun on the convention, and just try to enjoy like being a part of the experience of like tabling with others there. So, you know, that's kind of my approach towards it. Because again, you know, I don't want to put a ton of unwarranted like pressure on myself and on Mooney and stuff like that, right? Like, to be like, okay, we have to do this, and we have to make $100 more than last time, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to get into the metrics game of it all. But I do think that it's going to be fun. I do think it's going to be fun, because it's a lot different going to a convention as someone who has a table. And tabling at a convention, as opposed to going to a convention just to enjoy it as a spectator. Yeah, now that I've done it, it's definitely very different, and I have to prepare myself for certain situations, like what happens if I need to go to the bathroom, or I need to step away from the table. So I gotta prepare like things to make it all work and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens though, but you know. Yeah, you know, it's kind of exciting. It's kinds of exciting, you know? It was kind of weird though. They didn't email me back to announce like anything or whatever. Like they did email me to let me know to pay for it, but then they didn't email me back to tell me where where I was gonna be on the con space. And I actually accidentally found out by going to the CarrierCon website, and I found out on my own. Like I was like, oh look, we're right there and stuff like that. So it was kind of funny. It was like, huh. And like for a minute there, I actually was getting a little worried because I was like, well, we paid for this thing, but like they didn't really talk to us about what's going on, and it's only like a month away. Like, what the heck is happening? And then it was like, oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm getting very highly stylized with this. So this is, again, it's very different than what I usually do when it comes to the look of these things. So what are some things that I'm looking forward to? Yeah, so I've never been to the area, this San Francisco area before, or actually anywhere on the West Coast, actually. Well, other than Bounty Hunterville, but I've actually, like, I'm just kind of looking forward to the convention itself, because I looked up a lot of videos of previous years when they had the convention, just to kind of get a feel for how things go at the convention. I kind of like to watch these walkthrough videos that people have when people go to these conventions. And the one thing that I noticed about it was that it very much is like the kind of convention that a lot of cosplayers go to. And surprisingly, there's a huge Nikkei presence with yeah. Yes, and Nikkei must be pretty popular with, you know, that crowd, right? So it's like, it is kind of surprising still, because, like, again, you know, like, I don't expect that from a convention that's kind of like maybe trying to cater a little bit more towards I shouldn't say. Oh, so they are trying to appeal to the cosplay crowd. Okay, yeah. So it's kind of interesting to see that, and then, you know, like it'll be kind of interesting too to see like how everything turns out too with it, because it's like again, there's a huge cosplay presence at this convention, and you know, like from past years' videos and stuff like that, I saw they all seem to like going around the convention space and taking pictures and stuff like that, and utilizing like the actual area and stuff like that. It's like actually kind of perfect for a lot of the things that they want to do, and in terms of cosplay and stuff like that, right? So it's just kind of like, it would be kind of really interesting to see like what the turnout is like this year, and what the general popular cosplays are gonna be and stuff like that. Will it continue to be a certain rather bouncy gacha game, or will it be something a little different? Who knows? I almost feel like the Nikkei thing is gonna continue, because it almost fits, right? Like, it's like if they could, if there were more people that did like Azure Lane, maybe less Kantai, because Kantai is so old at this point, and yeah, Okay, let's see. How are we gonna do this now? Let's see. Oh yeah, I kind of want to try one. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. This one is fine. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I probably should have done this sketch a little bit better. Like at least defined it a little bit better than I have here, but it's okay because like, you know what? We're just gonna assume that these lines that we're doing are gonna be good. And that's exactly what we want. Because I know the more clarity you have in your sketch, the better it is for the overall image sometimes, right? Like you don't have to redo things so much. But for this one, I'm just kind of like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna figure it out as I go. Okay, maybe not that kind of a chin. It doesn't really look all that great. Yeah, sometimes it's like it's such a subtle difference with the lines you make and the little changes that you have to do to something to get it to look the way you want it to be. But it's worth it in the end to kind of to kind of sit there and figure it out sometimes. So you know, again, it doesn't hurt to. I know that like historically speaking, most people when they do line art, they think of it in the same way that they do inking, right? Which is like you do the one smooth line that you need and you try to get it right the first time or the, you know, like however many times that you need to redo it and stuff like that, right? But you know, working digitally is a little bit different. It's great if you can do the one smooth line. I certainly try to myself, so that's why I'll redo a line as much as I can. But because of the medium, you don't need to be as perfect as most people would need to be, like with the stuff. So there's a little room for error here. There's just a little room for error here. Okay, let's see. How do we do this? Now I gotta figure out certain things about her design. Does Zentria have ears? Like, I know that seems like something really silly to think about. Like, does she even have ears? Well, on her model, it doesn't seem like her ears are very visible if she even has them. So it doesn't really matter if she does have them. Her hair actually covers over the areas where her ears would be. At least that's what it looks like. Let me see if that's true though. Zentria ears. We'll just Google it. Does Zentria have ears? No, it seems like all the artwork featuring her, like at least the official artwork, does not show the existence of ears on her, actually. It might have to do with the dragon biology there, I would say. Looks like she is earless. See, on the sketch here, I might have made her head like a little bit too high up. So I might have to bring that down. I'm thinking maybe. Yeah, I'll try it without first. Thank you.
So hot.
Okay, thank you. Mooney made me a spring roll. Oh, you know what? This doesn't... Okay. Her hair actually comes down pretty far into her face. Yeah, doing the lines for the hair is always going to be it's always going to be a pain in the butt. Because it's like, the hair is so intricate on any character. So it's like one of the areas where I spend an inordinate amount of time with every character, no matter what. Okay, and then she's got like these two things that come out of the top there, so... Okay, why is it not undoing? There we go. Jeez. Okay, maybe that. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to do some like measuring in terms of how far everything is from each other and stuff like that. Like, and I think I'm doing a pretty bad job of it with this, especially with the way that these look over here. I might actually retry this, except for this part over here, which looks okay. Yeah, this part can be. This is sometimes the hard part about the arting, like just getting things right and the way that you want it to actually look. That was not coming out the way that I wanted it to, so... But luckily, I'm not so far in where I have to stick with it. If I don't like it, then I can just redo it. And then this is probably where some artistic... I'm probably gonna just take some artistic license on this part over here, because there's a way that I want to do it that is probably different from the way that she actually looks. But again, sometimes you're allowed to because it's fan art. So the way that the official artwork looks doesn't really have this kind of a look, but I kind of like it like that better, so I'm gonna do it like that. It's again, it's a little different, but sometimes, you know, you just go with what your gut tells you to do. Ugh. Yeah, I must have spent like half an hour trying to do this, but I think it'll be better for it at the end of the day. And then the rest of her hair just kind of goes down to where her eyes are. So, okay. And then it's like the same thing on the other side, so yeah, okay. Okay, undo please. Thank you. So I fixed most of my issues with uh Clip Studio here, it seems, right? But there are still some lingering issues with like the pen having some phantom presses and things like that. Like things that are rather annoying, but not entirely like experience destroying. I did hope that most of these problems would have been solved by that last fix that I did with this, but it seems like some of it is still lingering. So, just gonna have to live with it, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry. I'm like trying to concentrate like crazy right now just because it's like this part is kind of tough in a lot of ways, so I'm not speaking too much because of that. Oh shoot. And I'm also having I'm also still having a lot of issues with phantom presses from my pen. And what does that mean? Basically the pen is touching the tablet when I don't mean for it to. So it's making a lot of lines, and it's also pressing down when I don't mean to actually do that. So it's causing it to drag a lot of the window tablets out and stuff like that, and it's kind of annoying. It's actually quite annoying, and you know, this is just a situation that occurs when Clip Studio is not getting enough resources, because you know, like, I'm doing a lot here, right? Like I'm streaming and also running like the software to run my face in a lot of ways. So it's like there's a lot going on, and the unfortunate part is that there's just only so much that you can do in terms of divvying up resources from your system if it's just a laptop, right? So yeah, this is just the quiet working stream. And then maybe one of the ways that I could combat some of these issues that I'm having with resources is to not use, for example, screen recording or even put away the vector layers for the line art and stuff like that. But I feel like that's not going to be worth it in the future. Because like as annoying as these things are, I still need those features on, right? Like at all times, because like especially with the time lapse, you know, like you just really cannot do any art these days without having a time lapse on. It's just to protect yourself more than anything and stuff like that, right? So it's like that seems like one of the things that I have to have no matter what. Okay, after this line here, I think what I'll do is I'll change course a little bit and work on some other stuff on this. Actually, maybe not so fast, because let me just complete this part over here so that it's like the hair. Whoa, okay, it's doing its own thing again. And there's definitely going to be parts of this that don't reflect the actual design a little bit, but you know, again, I'm gonna chalk all that up to, because I like trying to represent the character as close to the way that they look, but I'm always gonna take some kind of artistic license with certain features and things like that. So there are definitely going to be differences based on art style alone. So okay, I need to zoom out here and just check out what's going on here for a moment. Let's see. Zoom, damn it. Okay, hold on. I'm technical difficulties. Okay. I'm also eating this spring roll. It's tasty. Boop? Why boop? Just cause? Okay. I'll allow it. But do we really boop the nose? Must we always boop nose? How was the spring roll? It was really good. It was actually really good, yeah. I did like how crunchy it was. But then I tend to like a lot of things that are kind of crunchy like that. Okay, I'm gonna take a break from doing the hair because I've been like literally working on the hair this entire time. And I would like to move on to something else for the time being. Just so that we get a little bit more of this done and it's not just the face and hair. Plus I do need the rest of like a lot of her shoulder, for example, finished first before I move into doing the rest of her hair anyway, so And it doesn't seem like I'm actually worried about the armor and stuff like that, right? When I'm doing this, and it's because the thing is, what I'm doing, I'm gonna line the undersuit, right? So every time, like with Kamen Rider and a lot of Tokusatsu heroes, right? They have like an underlining in their in the suit, and then they have armor pieces that are put on top of it that are like fiberglass and stuff like that, right? So I think her costume design is also quite similar to that like look. So I'm gonna do the undersuit first and then do everything on top of it. At least that's the approach that I want to do, but we'll see if it works that way. Because like what I want for this particular piece is a little bit different in that it's not just her already in the costume, but rather it's her with the costume coming onto her. Like it's like appearing out of wherever the heck it's supposed to appear from. Like however this stuff works. Okay, let me try it a different way, because I need to give it the actual structure that it's supposed to have first. Okay, I'm just trying to build up the basic structure for where everything should be, and then see if it works that way. Let's see. So Zentrea's like her design is rather top heavy, let's say. So we have to kind of have that. Then it's like right now it's all about trying to get the placement right, and then you fix what you're doing, right? So Now, it's not that I have anything against drawing characters that are rather top heavy like this. I actually don't tend to do them personally, though there are some characters who you can't avoid it with, right? So so sometimes this is much more of a like, it's more difficult than it seems. Let's just say. Because when you're doing characters like this, right, there's like a lot of things that you have to account for, and one of them is not just the idea that you're drawing, you know, these large objects in front of you, let's just say, but the other thing is also you're accounting for the gravity of the situation, you know, and how they're gonna sit. So it's like, you know, now the difficulty with this is normally if they were really that big, they would just kind of go down, right? Like, but she is wearing a suit, an underlining suit that is very tight fitting and also supposedly armor-like. So it probably unrealistically holds its shape in this situation much more than it should. So we're just gonna go with it. We're just gonna go with it. Oops. Okay, perhaps way too big. Perhaps way too big. We could do something about this. We could. Yeah, that is way bigger than I sketched them out to be. Maybe we toned that down a lot. Yeah, we're definitely gonna tone that down, but I don't have the time to do that today. I'm pretty much at the end of stream. At least we got some stuff done on this. I feel like I'm not going as fast as I want to be, but hey, it's okay. It's okay. That's what happens. Maybe if I'm able to sneak in some line arting, though, it'll be much more complete by tomorrow. But you know, like at least I think the most important part for me was how the face was gonna look, and I think I nailed that for the most part. So it's just getting the rest of this down at this point. But yeah, you know, like overall good progress. Anyway, I think I will be back tomorrow at roughly the same times. That's 6 p.m. Eastern time in the United States for those who are usually here. And yeah, we're just gonna continue doing this. It's still very early, but it's okay. It's okay. You know, like we shall see where it goes from here, but I'm starting to get more used to drawing more upturned faces, let's just say. So I think like I'm starting to get comfortable with that. So I'm kind of happy with where this one's going. I just gotta not remember not to forget the eyebrows on this one, because I've been known to forget eyebrows on things. But yeah, I think that's it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, yeah.